Greetings and salutations YouTube. I know I'm a little more dressed up today than usual. I had a work meeting, so I went to that, and then I just haven't changed out of my clothes. I wore to that all day. But I know I said I'd make a video about relationships, and that's what this is. We're doing it today, because today's a perfect day for it. By the way, happy Valentine's Day, all you guys. But it took me a while to get to it, because I'm working 2 jobs, trying to study, get some certifications, still, and I'm just trying to juggle all these things at once, and it's going to slow down soon. It's already slowed down quite a bit, and that's good. I'm just kind of getting my footing and catching my breath a little, but we're going to talk about relationships. And when I say relationships, I mean there's an emphasis, of course, on romantic relationships, given the holiday especially, but I'm more of also just talking about kind of all relationships, and this is just kind of what I've thought over my time here, and it seems to me like love is one of those things where we all have our own definition for it and idea of it, heavily sculpted by our parents' relationship or parental figures' relationship or ships, depending on whether or not you have multiple couples who are, your parental figures. And that's because we have a lot of exposure to that relationship. We see it firsthand, and we can witness it, and it becomes kind of like the template almost, like the thing you compare it to, whether that be for better or worse. And, a good bit of it's Hollywood that we get this definition from, our own desires, our own dislikes, those will sculpt our definition of love. And consequently, I feel like a person's definition of love also is greatly determined by a person's definition of trust and what they define to be, a trust-held relationship or a trustless relationship, or how those things work. And I find that if 2 people have a similar definition of what love is and what trust is and how to trust one another, you see less problems in those relationships than you do where those definitions differ in the 2 parties, which makes a lot of sense. That's usually how things go. When people agree, things are easier. When people disagree, they aren't. But it almost seems like people forget that with love, being that it's an abstract concept. A lot of times when you hear people talk about it or give relationship advice, I always think about that, like in TV shows when characters give relationship advice, or even in real life when people give relationship advice. People always give advice like there's some cut, clear, dry answer. And maybe they're not. Maybe they're just offering advice, because there's a difference between giving advice and offering. Giving is to, like, this is what you need to do it. And offering is like, here's what I think. I try to offer more than give. I don't think I have the authority to give. I don't think I know better than anyone. Take that into consideration with this video and all videos. Seriously, like, I don't. But the whole point of these vlogs is me saying, like, I don't know shit. Just keep that in mind always, please. This is more of just a discussion, an open discussion. What do you guys think? This is what I think. Could be wrong. Don't know. If someone tells me I'm wrong in the comments and proves me, I'll be wrong, and then I'll learn. But back to the thing. What was I? Oh, God. What was I talking about? Okay, I was talking about love. I could be wrong. Jesus, I forgot. Wow, I'm upset. Okay, now I don't trust myself, so I think we're gonna have to, just take a step back, and no, seriously. Okay, so trust. I was talking about trust, and God damn it, see, this is the problem. I don't have access to my editing software right now. There's been some issues with it. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to figure it out. But once I get that figured out, that'll be good. But right now, I'm stuck with RAW, unfortunately. Didn't mean for that to happen, but apparently the raw thing's sticking around, so get used to that for a little while longer. I think I'm gonna. It should be fixed here pretty soon. But talking about trust, when people hold similar definitions of trust, like and everyone's right is the thing. That's where I was going with it. Everyone is right is the thing. If you believe that love means, screaming in each other's faces sometimes, but being very happy together at others, then that's what love is. Because for some people, being in love with someone, they're in love with someone who makes them feel passion. Like I've seen couples that like get in each other's faces and they yell. They never get physical or anything, but like when they argue, it's a passionate argument. And I used to always think that stuff was like inherently wrong. And eventually I realized I was wrong, to an extent. That's just not what's in my definition of acceptable in a relationship and what is expected as a result of love. However, I was wrong, because really what it comes down to is when I feel those emotions that intensely, I will cap it so much. And when I say it by what I mean when I say that is, like, anytime I feel like overwhelmingly angry, I do my damnedest to not yell or like throw things or anything like that. It's very rare that I come unhinged. I'll exclaim a little, but I mean, like, I don't like really yell like at the top of my lungs, like super angry or anything, or especially like at people. I try not to do that, and it sucks. Let me tell you that fucking much right now. It really sucks to bottle all that crap up and just try and process it. I feel like it's a healthier thing for me. I'm not saying that's the healthier way. I'm saying for me, it works better with the way my brain works, my personality. This is just how I live my life. You do whatever the hell you want. I don't judge people. Like, if some people need to explode, and they're capable of doing it, and they do it, and it's good for them. I mean, I see those same people, like, they get mad about something, they blow up, 5 seconds later, they're over it. I'm not. I'm still trying to internalize it and process it, and it's eating me away. But eventually I come to terms with it, and I rationalize it, or I talk with the person, and I figure it out. But, my process just takes a little longer. It's because I try not to blow up like that. But some people, they do. But the relationship works. They're still very much in love. Like, that love is not illegitimate just because, sometimes you get really in each other's face. So, like, I don't know. It just kind of blows my mind that, I mean, really the whole point of this video basically came about when I realized that every single couple, successful or unsuccessful, but let's focus on the successful ones right now. Every successful couple right now and in the history of the world is a completely unique and different instance of a relationship with completely unique properties. Like, the way that relationship operates is more than likely 100% unique to anything else, like any other relationship, which is pretty weird to think about. Because we always talk about trust and love, like the two of these generic terms that we use all the time, every day, for various reasons. But when it comes to an individual level, they can and oftentimes do mean very different things. And I feel like that slight overlook, that little miscommunication there, where people or parties have two different definitions of the word love or trust, that's where sometimes the biggest issues arise. And I mean, that's a pretty broad generalization. That could probably be said about anything. I mean, two definitions of the word peace or war, obviously, between two parties could greatly change the outcome of how things are going to go if people definitely have two different definitions of those words. So I suppose all this is an extension of miscommunication breeds disaster. Wow, that's weird. I've never really had like one of those hatch moments on vlog. Although while saying that, I'm thinking I probably have, and I just didn't notice it. This is how my brain works. I'm just fucking constantly thinking. It is the worst. That's why I like this, because I can spout it out and feel less crazy. Because, if there's anything that's not as crazy as overthinking everything all the time, it's talking it into a camera and putting it on the internet for people to watch. For sure. So yeah, that's basically all I wanted to talk about. Just, kind of my opinion of love and how love is essentially trust, and love and trust are uniquely defined by each and every one of us. And if we all remember that, it might make our interactions with one another a little more easy to understand. That is what I leave with you on today, the day we celebrate love. And it's, a lot of people look at it as that whole relationship of romantic love, and it is for the most part. And some people see it as like a Hallmark push for, cards and sugar and candy and stuff, and on some level it totally is. That's what every single holiday has become. But the idea is still there. You know? I mean, even if this is mainly used today or always has been for like profiting purposes, that is no reason why you shouldn't actually participate in it. You don't have to buy your whoever chocolates and cards on this day. You can still take with you the idea that, you know, acknowledge who you love in your life today, or at least someday. At least take the message from it. Like, acknowledge the people you love in your life and, you know, kind of enjoy them. I feel like that's all this really is. Is it a reminder to enjoy the things you have, especially the things you love, the people you love. So, enjoy the people you love. That's all. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Try again. Jesus. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. There we go. Now I am talking perfectly. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. As always, never forget to smile, and I will see all of those beautiful faces later.